Hey, y'all, welcome back to Unrealized Purpose. Today, we have another biography that we're jumping into. I'm Dalton, this is Isaac over here, and Michael Wooden here, we call just Dad. But our biography this week is on J.D. Vance, the Vice President of the United States. And we're going to go through his early life and childhood and a few of the things and struggles that he's overcome. So let's hop in. James David Javid, that's funny. James David Vance, commonly known as J.D. Vance, was born on August 2nd, 1984, in Middletown, Ohio. He grew up in a working class family, and his childhood was marked by the challenges and struggles faced by many in similar circumstances. His childhood growing up is a little bit similar to the economic area of where I grew up. Vance's mother struggled with addiction, and his family faced instability during his formative years. These experiences profoundly shaped his understanding of the American landscape and the importance of community and family. I can definitely relate to him on that because there was always druggies around where we grew up. Um,
Mm.
there was actually a whole house on the corner where I grew up. We were not allowed to go into that lawn. Um, reflecting on his childhood, um, in Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 6, it says, "Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it." Even though your surroundings may be difficult and not ideal to raise a child, you can still train them up and point them in the right direction. This verse speaks to the importance of guidance and upbringing, which he experienced through the influence of his grandparents, particularly his grandmother, who played a crucial role in his upbringing. If you've ever watched the movie, there's a movie out called, I believe it's called Hillbilly Elegy, and there's also a book that he wrote, and it really defines a lot of the difficulties that he went through. But that being said, on to his education and college achievements. Vance attended the Ohio State University, where he earned a Bachelor of Arts degree in political science in 2007. After completing his undergraduate studies, he pursued a law degree at Yale Law School, graduating in 2010. At Yale, he excelled academically and was recognized for his leadership abilities. So what's his purpose? Why is JD Vance going through all these difficulties? Um, After law school, Vance worked in various roles, including as a lawyer, venture capitalist. However, he gained national attention with the publication of his memoir Hillbilly Elegy in 2016, which
I really
provided
need to
a
watch that movie.
yeah, dude, it's good. I watched it the other day. I didn't even know he had a movie. The movie was awesome. I'm literally watching the movie, and it's like I'm looking at my childhood growing up because because there was like a lot of the things that happened. Not so much the family part. Like I had a strong mom and dad, and great grandparents. That I didn't have to deal like with a lot of crazy things like that in the home. But definitely like our surrounding, it was so rare. Like you know, our neighborhood was drive-bys there was like three drug houses like across the street from the church growing
Dude,
up. Like you'd find needles here or you'd find like powder that had been dropped out of a bag. Like it was pretty sketchy area. But yeah, the movie's incredible, just watching everything that he goes through.
and it's
um
on Netflix, right? For anybody who wants to watch it.
yes, I believe it's on Netflix, or at least last I checked it was there just a couple days ago. So I have not read the book yet. I do want to get the book and read the book, um, because apparently the book resonated with many, and became a bestseller. And so it was contributing to discussions about social issues in the United States. Um, so Vance's purpose, it's to him, it's always been to the support for people of broken communities, and to address challenges that they face, is to people. So his efforts reflect a biblical principle found in Jeremiah 29:7. It says, "And seek the peace of the city whither I have caused you to be carried away captives, and pray unto the Lord for it. For in the peace thereof shall ye have peace." Vance's commitment to improving the lives of those in his community is an example to what we as Christians are called to do. Um, that's really what all of us want to do. Is we want to increase the the positivity of our community. reduce the poverty as well. But family life in 2014, JD Vance married Usha Vance, a fellow graduate of Yale Law School. The couple has two children together. Vance often speaks about the importance of family in his life and how his upbringing has influenced his values as a husband and father. Um, in the movie, shows a lot of encouragement that he gets from, which would be his girlfriend at the time, Usha. Um, uh, just the way that she encourages him throughout the film to continue to try to finish law school. He emphasizes the significance of stability and love, which he strives to provide for his own children. A biblical principle. These things are all biblical principles that he's following. In Ephesians chapter 6:4, it says, "And ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up in the nurture and admonition of the Lord." This verse reflects the importance of nurturing and guiding children, which Vance values deeply in his role as a father. And what makes this a whole lot easier is when you have a community that's free of drugs, free of crime, free of things that can pull your kids away. Um, Faith. His faith has been an integral part of his life. He's spoken about the impact of faith in providing hope and strength during difficult times. His journey has led him to embrace a Christian worldview, grounding his values and decisions in his belief in God. And so Philippians 4:13 says, "I can do all things through Christ, which strengtheneth me." This definitely is a verse that Vance's that describes Vance's life. Um, his reliance on faith to overcome challenges and pursue his goals. Uh, his religious upbringing is kind of a different one. It reminds me of my mom's a little bit, but Vance credits local churches and his dad's evangelical Christian church in particular with showing him that there was something better out there than the poverty, drug addiction, and conflict his family was dealing with all growing up. So he could see that even at a very young age. Going to church showed he quotes this right here. Going to church showed me a lot of really positive traits that I hadn't seen before. I saw people of different races and classes worshiping together. I saw that there were certain moral expectations from my peers of what I should do, and so definitely had an impact on him. Uh, his political career right now, he's entered politics. He's ran for the United States Senate in Ohio, where he focused on issues such as economic opportunity, family stability, and community revitalization. His campaign resonated with many voters, and he won the election in November 2022. And so Vance's commitment to his constituents and his understanding of their struggles positioned him as a prominent voice in the Senate. In 2024, Vance was selected as the Vice President of the United States, serving alongside President Donald J. Trump. And his journey from Middletown to the White House exemplifies the potential for change and resilience in the face of adversity. And so, and that's just stop there for a minute because I think like a lot of us just think, I'll never be anything in life. I'll never accomplish anything great. And you take someone like JD Vance that literally came from, I mean, what normal people would step back and look and say, man, that's a drug house. The kid's crazy in there. Parents are crazy. Grandparents are crazy. They'd look at a house like that and say, those people are never going to amount to anything. And you could be very easily judgmental um, and look at it that way. Um, and it just goes to show it's like, regardless of your circumstances, he had really rough circumstances. And throughout time, he just focused on doing the right thing, uh, taking steps to make sure that he had a good education, and as well with the help of his grandmother, pushing him to make sure that he excelled in math and everything else, that he passed his test and had had good scores. He's now the vice president of the United States. It's like from I don't know if you guys have ever played this game called Presidents. Have you guys ever played that card game?
No.
It's a pretty ruthless game, and there's two spots in that card game called Pawn Scum and Citizen. And from there, you can go all the way up to president. And so you have pawn scum, citizen, governor, mayor, secretary of state, vice president, and president are your normal roles in that game. And sometimes you can literally jump from pawn scum all the way to president. I've seen it a couple times happen, and I think of that game, and I think of JD Vance, like from pawn scum to president, like just being in that area. And so, what an inspiration, anybody can make it as long as they put their mind to it, and they have a goal. And so, conclusion: JD Vance's life is a powerful example of resilience, faith, and purpose. From his humble beginnings in Middletown, Ohio, to becoming vice president of the United States, Vance embodies the ideals of hard work, dedication, and the belief that one's background does not define one's future. So his journey serves as an inspiration to many, demonstrating that through faith, education, commitment to family and community, individuals can overcome challenges and achieve greatness. As he continues to serve the nation, Vance remains focused on making a meaningful impact and guiding the next generation towards a brighter future rooted in the Christian values that shaped his life. So, through his story, J.D. Vance reminds us of the importance of community, the potential for personal transformation, the enduring power of faith in navigating life's challenges. So, his life and work are a testament to the belief that with determination and purpose, anyone can rise to meet their calling and make a difference in the world. And so, I love this story. I love J.D. Vance's story. When I was doing the biography on this, I was like, man, this is an awesome story. And so, really enjoyed doing this one.
Good job. Nice
Yeah,
job.
that's such a cool journey. Yeah, that was a good one this week, man. Good
His
pick.
mother had a lot to overcome as well, being addicted to drugs and then overcoming that. So it's
Oh
uh,
yeah, I was surprised to know that his mom was still alive, because I know in the movie a couple times there was some close calls.
mhm.
Um, but yeah, it was it was incredible to know that, like, she's still there and able to see her son uh, be the second most powerful man in the world. I
Right,
mean,
right.
if you look at it,
Yeah,
that's pretty incredible.
yeah. She's turned out to be an awesome grandmother herself.
Yeah.
All right, we'll wrap this one up, and we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. Take care.
I realized